this satellite that's running now that makes it through will be starting tomorrow.
Yeah, I think they'll give them an option of day 1, B or C because of the lateness.
I put it there. I had it here and he made me put it.
Structures for all sorts.
Yeah, because if you play the afternoon structure, the blind levels are longer, the evening structure is shorter. And of course that Super Turbo one on the Saturday morning.
Yep.
And you know what? We've had a lot of people come through that super short one and go very deep and cash deep. Spinning it up in that turbo one.
Yeah, yeah. Also a very interesting strategy. But back to the action.
No,
That guy gets away from it. He's going to raise and take.
Remember Kramer's run when he was down to less than a big blind on the bubble in that turbo, and he spun it up, spun it up, spun it up, spun it up, and ended up cashing properly.
Oi. Darren's gifted though, hey?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Quality player.
He just went to blind and found a few rivers, and there he went.
I was fortunate enough to river him in Cape Town. And he took it like a champ, and then 3 hands later, he took it all back from me.
Yeah. Did you see the stack of blues in front of Greg there now?
Greg's
He
got
has
heaps.
hit somebody hard.
He's got absolute heaps. The only other person I could think that he took that, or who took that knock from Greg could have been Max. Because Max had heaps.
And did he not have heaps when you went past him there now?
I didn't see, but I know Greg didn't start with that many blues.
Okay, and I don't know how many Steven had there either. Because those are the 2 players that maybe, because they had big stacks.
Sure, we'll take a swing out to the outer table shortly. Haggai, small blind, king 8.
Let's go around those chip stacks on that table, yeah.
Yeah, over to Calvin. Jack 4. To the flop we go. Calvin heavily dominated in both aspects. Jack 9, 6, all diamonds. Calvin flopping top pair here.
You have clubs.
Bet 40 and takes down.
Where's the other one? Jack is enough. Jack 4.
All right, here's a look
There's
at
Stevens.
Yeah, Stevens still got quite a few.
Not that money as he had. He had 1.4 million. That's not that, near that anymore.
No. A little bit of a knock.
Yeah, he's taken a bit of a knock there.
I wonder who else has got some chips there.
Right, dealers, once you've raised off your chips, you can do the add-on actual table yourself. If they got the blue chip, give them the extra money.
Alrighty, that's whose stack might that be?
Yeah, switch your cards off, please.
That's
Was.
Was is round about the same as what he was.
Yeah, still cool,
800
calm and collected.
Raised to 100,000. 100,000.
100,000 from Nick UTG over to Sugi. What's cooking in Sugi's mind here? Could he call? Could he do the lots? Will he throw it away? He opts for the throwaway. Over to Solo. Queen 8 on the cutoff.
A 3-bets it.
Pops in the 3-bet. Over to Haggai with ace 4. And of course, Calvin with king 5 will go into the muck. And as you know, Lick doesn't like to fold.
Edgar out the way.
150,000 more. 250,000 total.
Is Dick trying to make a remove?
It does. It does. Looks like there's a 4-bet incoming. Somehow Solo ends up finding the click back here. I'm going to throw my chair.
9 seconds.
That looks about 800,000.
One time I
Oh,
go
wow. Throw your
for it.
chair,
One time
Chris.
I'm like, yes, no, how does he know?
Let's see what's going to happen.
How does he know?
Doesn't know, he's got a good aim.
One time I go for he does that. You mad? You mad, Nicholas?
I was waiting for Solly for the click back, but well played, gentlemen. Well played.
I know what the issue is, though.
Wow, wow, wow.
He's got a major till on me. What did you have?
That's the only
Sick
way
little
you can do
four bets
Anyway.
with ace 8 off, should I say, out of position. Come on, the boys.
That is a sick play by Nick, eh?
Yeah, it just shows
What a play by Nick.
that anything is possible
Nice view of the observation deck.
at this level of the game.
A6 off. Works.
I've got the answer now. Every time I'm in a hand with you, I know what to do. You picked up on something, I don't know what it is. You picked up on something. It's the only way you can always.
There's only one catch with the A6 off.
In my big blind.
You need a mad Frenchman on the table. There's too much in the pot, yes?
Yeah.
Wow. That was some play by Nick, eh?
Yeah,
Solly
exciting
played at
stuff.
him. And he thought Solly's 3-betting me light, I'll 4-bet him lighter.
6-handed, A8 strong. Re-raise. That's what I picked up on. I don't need more than that.
Jared
Nick's
Sullivan,
explanation.
100,000 to go, ace 7 suited.
You re-raise with many hands, man. From 7s to
With a Haggai?
you're re-raising. So I take my chances. Maybe you re-raise too much.
Makes the call from the hijack.
100,000.
Sometimes you have to just smooth.
100,000 total. Total 100,000.
So raised by Jared, called by Haggai.
Over to Nick, ace 4 off. See if he's going to get out of the line one more time.
No, he'll just come along for the ride.
3 to the flop. Let's see what action we get. Six, 3 deuce, 2 spades.
Bet 120,000.
Haggai gets out the way.
Solly's continuation will get through this time. Because a gut shot, he comes along.
Stubborn, eh? Non-believer. To the turn we go. Jack of diamonds. No improvement for Nick.
Look at the right smile on Nick's face.
He's having the time of his life. He's having
He
fun.
loves this, eh? That 4-bet of his on Solly is going to amuse him for months.
Oh no, it's going to resonate though across the entire community. Everyone, I think everyone's going to needle him. No, I'm kidding. They shouldn't. But again, it's going to give Nick loads of confidence.
It gives him loads of amusement. He loves doing that sort of thing.
All
That
right.
was very well played.
300,000. Nick's reaching for some chirps.
If he does this twice in a row to Solly,
Jared, what
Look
do
at
you
his-
look
look
at
at
his
his-
face? He was thinking about it.
I'm winning just with the ace.
See, you've got to tell on me. You can't. See, I can't believe you've had to tell on me my whole life.
What you got
I
now?
bluffed you. I bluffed
Did
you.
I told you bluff.
Because you can't pick up on the tell that you
I know you were winning.
Flash draw there.
You were winning. I had ace
I
4.
can't believe you had to tell on me my whole life.
I was going for the middle pip straight.
I cannot
mate.
believe you've had to tell on me my whole life. It's so sad. It makes sense now. It's the only way you can always know.
Is it 2 hearts then? Why?
Seems like Jared's finally found out how Nick's always had an edge over him.
No, I just can't believe you've had to tell on me. I'm
Actually,
like,
you didn't bluff. You're winning. 7 kicker. I had ace.
Just tell me what my tell was, Nick. 'Cause, like, it's
I
over
told
now.
you what it was.
No, tell me what it was. You picked up on a physical tell, just tell me.
Ready? You re-raise any pair, any ace from 10.
Lie.
You do.
Lie. Every
So-
time I re-raise you, you fold.
The blue one. 50k.
You never do that. You
Because
never
I-
ever do that.
Over to Jared under the gun.
Solly trying to squeeze out of Nick Kai, he knew.
Yo, I should have raised you again. Imagine I raised you again.
You'll never get me again. You had a towel, you'll never find that towel.
If I raised you again, you've got.
Oh, this is too entertaining. Hey, guy, on the hijack. 40k to play, 160 affair, 1.6 million effect. Let's see what he does.
Nicky, imagine I raised you again.
Be the end. Be the end. I think I'm going to make Jared wobble for life.
Hoodie back on.
I'd would, eh?
Absolutely. Over to Calvin.
Even a player of Jared's stature would wobble a bit under that.
See what Calvin does here on the cutoff. 2.8 million.
Maybe I'm just good.
That I know.
It's 3-bet time.
But you make way
Taking a trip to 3-bet city. Over to Nick.
Way too many for it to be good.
Come on, man.
Edgar gets out the way. Over to
Tell me
Sugi.
afterwards, Nick, what it was.
Yeah,
What did you tell me?
yeah.
Thank you.
I'll tell you the same thing as I did. Where's that guy? Ran away with the phone.
Yeah. I don't think he worked here.
Mark. Please get my phone. Forget. I'm going to go over quick.
Australia,
The guy that put this, apparently, ask Edgar. Well, where did he take it?
He gave somebody his phone to George. One of the other players, James,
You know he's a madman, eh?
Eh?
You know he's a full madman. You know that, right?
Yeah, we need to play. We need to play
He's
harder.
he's a full psychopath.
We need to play
He's
harder.
gone to the Armored University of
Jared
Excellence
sick.
and he's come out even louder. And now
I'm
he's
gonna
an
smoke.
absolute
Ah.
nutcase. Just know that. Just know that. The cat's out the bag.
Huh?
That was very entertaining, that
doubled
the
up
banter
as
between
king.
Jared and Nick there.
Very much so.
Against the guy sitting next to me. He raised, Rudolph called, 100. Ace king, the guy, Rudolph paid.
That was so entertaining, that banter. I promise you, if Nick had clicked him back there.
Oh, no.
He turned the king, your brother.
I think Judge sent Jared into a life wobble.
There was an incident at Carnival City, main event final table, where Yaku Storm bluffed Jared. And Jared's phone lit up like half an hour later with all his mates telling him. And he went on a little bit of semi-tilt, he admitted it, until he bluffed Yaku back in a big one, and then he said he was okay, and Jared went on to win it. And, you know, and he said, you know, even a player like myself with all the experience, you can get tilted sometimes with something.
That is true.
Especially when his phone lights up and everybody's saying, he bluffed you, he bluffed you, he bluffed you.
Excuse me for a second here, Mark. Edgar's just jammed 9-5 from the cutoff. Next fold, Sugi looks like he's asking for a count. King Jack.
Yeah, this is close.
This is extremely close because he knows Edgar could be jamming extremely wide.
But Sugi's stack is also, you know, he's got to risk it here. If Edgar's jamming any ace, then he's already behind.
Yeah.
To be fair, he did make a jack high call earlier when he was miles behind, so he
Yeah.
might look to redeem himself. Or he could just be, you know, thinking, am I really good here?
It folds. Edgar will be relieved.
Over to Jared.
I want them both to be good.
King Deuce into the muck. Well played, Mr. Antizana.
Out, King Jack. Get him out. That's funny, good.
Don't do it, bro.
A little bit bigger. King Queen, maybe. I had King Jack.
I'll turn with your hand.
Hey?
By your hand, I will call.
No,
I'm saying I will.
oh, yeah, definitely. Yours, never mind.
I want to call, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%. This one. I can't race. I can't race in that.
Jared with
there's
that big stack would have called.
Got it.
This guy. And that's my son, man. Look at him. Yeah, his hair dyed white. Fuck.
Yeah, I knew you're in the big blind anyways.
So we've got about 14 minutes left on this level, then there's another level before the next break. So I will be with you till the end of this level. That looks like Guppy out there in the outer realms there by that satellite as well. So that is Guppy. Made a comeback in PE and did well.
Do not move your bag of tables, just keep them nice and neat in your plates. Maybe players will come back to do their own, so don't remove any of the good chips.
So it's been raised off by Calvin, called by Nick. So we're going to go 2 to the flop. So they both missed the flop, so it's a case of he who fires. Calvin checks. Nick's going to bet it, and all those cards are in Nick's range, boy.
Sometimes I steal, sometimes I don't.
Nick, sometimes I steal, sometimes I don't.
Anyway,
Chiquitis. What's the other one?
oh, I thought it's 2 jack. See? Where's 10 jack here? See? That goes up.
Oh, yeah.
Nick's bluffing with the best hand.
You have to steal sometimes, otherwise you never get. You have to buy a ticket. Say, right?
Correct.
You know I was buying tickets, right?
Correct. Can't win the lotto if you don't buy it, bro.
I was raising a bet.
So some more amusing scenes while you were away between Calvin and Nick this time.
Oh, yeah?
Calvin opens with 10 jack suited. Nick defends with queen jack suited in the middle of the table. Flop comes all low cards. Calvin checks. Nick bets.
Like Jared.
Calvin says, "What are you doing now?" Nick, "Sometimes I steal, sometimes I don't." Calvin folds. Nick shows him the queen jack. Calvin says, "Scary thing is you were ahead." Very entertaining. But the whole "sometimes I steal, sometimes I don't."
So nonchalant. Right, over to Jared on the button.
Nice one.
10-7 suit. Ace-3 for Calvin. So the market goes.
Look at the smile on his. He so wants to
He's loving
play
it.
again. He's loving playing. This is entertainment for him, this.
2 pair.
Oh, he finds 2 pair, and now Jared has found a pair.
Let the battle begin. 150 to go.
He bets 150 into Jared, yeah.
Jared's got a little smirk on his face too. And here comes the chirps. Wait for it.
Nuts. I beat that. You don't beat the other one. Shame. That's
Let's stick your cards.
Two pair.
Jared just turns his head.
Playing with his re-raising. Don't be scared.
Nicky is absolutely loving this.
Re-raise him.
I'll raise you back.
I know, that's why I don't re-raise you.
He's
not joking.
I'm not. I'm ready now. Isn't it bubble time?
Isn't it bubble top? Oh, it's awesome stuff.
It's such a great dynamic.
This is really entertaining.
Extremely.
Play out.
And meanwhile, they're playing
Play
some
out.
great poker there.
Yeah.
I mean, that 4-bet there by Nick. It was awesome stuff.
Yeah, it's an all in there.
No, I thought he's on.
Ace deuce for Sugi.
And there's 6 players down there.
It's still 0-0 there. No, just down first.
Over to Jared. Queen jack off on the cutoff. Over to Haggai.
Yes. I'm dying of thirst, man.
Colin,
Still
Ace
there?
6.
Was.
We're on 12 players. You're like on the soft bubble, yeah.
On who did we lose?
Remember, we lost Rudy and we lost. So then balanced up. But we lost 2 players on the table. Yep, yeah.
What's the content?
Right, Edgar flats with 7-5 suit.
But Jared did a double elimination.
That is true. That is true.
He had the Kings, one player gone.
Straight aces
Then he
back to back.
aces, another player
Steven,
gone.
they out.
Jared flopping 2 pair here, top 2. Hang on. Edgar checks.
Yeah, it is. Steven's out.
Top 2.
Calvin down to 12, eh? Steven's out.
Who went out now?
Steven.
Stephen Courtney got eliminated.
Oh, wow. The 2 is gone.
Stephen Courtney,
Yes, you're still here.
GG, sir.
Did you have a lot?
See, because I sold you my
Did you have a lot,
chips.
Ed? Did you have a lot?
That way.
So, you've been here the longest.
Shit.
You've been here the longest out of everyone.
Calvin.
Some changes.
Calvin.
Then I got already.
Moz had a small stack. Now he's.
Yeah, but he's also, he's probably...
The Moaz has been hoovering up the chips there for Tsugi saying.
No,
I
Steven.
don't know, Greg.
It can happen though, man. Like, it can happen. Like, blinds are big. Like,
What was the
it's
hand?
like 2 big hands almost.
Alrighty,
One or
back
two
to the action.
mistakes.
Soft bubble.
Oh, you can't make mistakes, Jerry.
At this stage, even one mistake, 2 mistakes.
Where it
Heed
goes
your
over to Jerry
advice.
King Jack on the hijack.
Mistakes can come.
40 to play. Started with 3 million effective.
What happened, bro?
80 to go.
You have to look.
Over to Haggai. King 10.
Just big stack.
Away it goes. Calvin, Queen 4.
2 sixes.
Total 80,000.
I don't even know why I looked.
Nick comes along. Nick and Jared dancing again. Clicking battle, let's go.
It has been entertaining.
7-6-3.
Nick finds top pair. Look at the. He gets that little smile on his face. Jared clicks back. He's not even c-betting here.
9 on the turn. That brings the 3rd club. Nick's got the only club. 120.
Online you play every day. You're
Off
gonna
it
get every
goes.
single number on the
And
calculator.
wait for it.
Top pair.
There you go. Nick shows.
Well, I said if it's a junk board, I need it. Waitress, guys. Are they listening on the mic? Ask them for waitress. The guys on the thing.
All right, satellite players, you can start making your way back to the seat. Satellite players, you can start getting back to the seat, even at your station. If you're a new player, please see Delphi.
Small blind.
Nick. Over to Haggai.
Channel 14, Roger.
100,000. Sorry, Mark.
No, Haragai raises.
Over to Calvin.
No need to apologize. We cut in a little across one another unintentionally. It does happen.
Right, over to Nick. Sends that one away. Sugi.
Kijk, we niet krijgen voor de leaders. Je kunt wat zien krijgen.
9-8 suit. 60,000 for to call. It's the muck they go.
Satellite players, if you'll start making your way back to the seats, please, satellite players.
TV looks a little distraught there.
Yeah, he's taking that one hard.
It's like he hits into his own player. I know this. Something else.
Alrighty, folks, the action continues. 12 left. 10 places get played. It's almost crunch time. Over to Haggai.
Yeah.
Ace 5 UTG. $100 to go. Over to Calvin. Ace 4 sends that one into the muck. Edgar follows. Nick gets out the way.
430.
Suki all in.
Haggai is getting an even money shot here. 2 to 1 on his money.
Calls.
And he makes the call.
Because of that, makes the call.
Sugi's at risk. Ace 5 V4s.
Classic race, 2 overs.
940,000 in the pot.
Same, yeah.
Let us go and see what happens.
Oh, there's a 5 in the
5,
window.
9, deuce.
3.
Always a sweat on the turn.
One sweat.
Yeah, 3.
3 and then 4.
Diamond or a 3. or
Blank
nothing.
jack, 1 to come. 3 and a 3 or a 4, 1 card.
Okay, okay.
It's a 10. GG, Sugi. GG, well played. And that brings us to the bubble, sir.
Yeah, we are on the bubble now.
Strong ace.
So they're going to go hand for hand, I'm sure.
Just enough. I mean, I can't fold it. I can't fold it. I can't fold. Sit up, man.
Haggai, always the gentleman.
Isn't it hand for hand? Don't you play hand for hand now?
It is hand for hand, ladies and gentlemen. And once that is done and we've reached the money, we play down to 9.
Correct.
The bubble. 11.
Bubble now. Yeah.
So they're on the bubble.
Gotta be. Ray.
Yeah. Edgar's relatively short stacked, yeah.
Just wait. Dave. Gotta play. Surely gotta play hand for hand now. It's on the bubble.
Moaz, what was the hang?
Well, our blinds are in. It starts like that.
I'm the only one.
I thought that we wanted
Blinds are in.
over a million.
The blinds have been put in.
Next to the next.
There's the buzzer.
Blinds up.
So a little bit of waiting here because we are officially on the bubble, yeah. So blinds are being posted. We're waiting for the TD.
Alrighty, so blinds are up. That means chess is going to depart, and we will see you back in an hour or so.
Yeah, we'll rejoin you in an hour's time. Well, I will rejoin Gary. You'll be going on a break.
Yeah,
there.
I'll be going on a little break, and you'll be hopefully coming back to call the action on the final table.
Hopefully so. We'll see how far we go with that, or if they're going to continue with the final table tomorrow only.
Yeah, no, only time will tell. But it's been a pleasure as always, my good man. Thank you so much.
You too.
And yeah, time for Gary to throw cheap shots at me again and make me feel great about myself. Alrighty, so we're going hand for hand, ladies and gentlemen, on the bubble of the high roller. The high roller, 25k. Colin UTG, 40k to play.
As always, we will explain why we go hand for hand. Would you like to, or should I?
No, please, by all means. You're
Okay,
gonna
hand
stop
for
me
hand
anyway.
is hand for hand is simply a way of policing two tables and ensuring a small stack or any stack doesn't. We have got an all in here.
Here we go.
That they don't
Bubble and
tank.
here's the other player.
In other words, waiting for another table to bust the player out. Here, it's only two tables, but in the very big tournaments, it can 3, 4, 5 tables. So that is the rationale. It's about policing tables. And Edgar is all in here, so we'll see if he gets a call. In the event there's an all in on both tables, we'll wait to expose the cards. If both players get knocked out, then one of them, two of them will share the 10th prize money.
100%. Calvin's is getting short of an even money shot here. He's got to call another 3 40s, put 100 in already.
The clock stay paused. I'm sure they'll remove
Yeah, they take 2 minutes.
Yeah, so 2 minutes a hand is the question being asked, and they pause the
Stays
clock
paused.
every hand.
And they take 2 minutes off
MJ, you do 2
every
minutes.
hand.
In fact, let's
So
let
it
Haggai
takes 10
explain what hand
hands,
for
it
hand
takes
is.
10
That's a good idea.
I mean, 20 minutes.
Calvin in the blender.
Well, I actually think he should be calling here with 2.7 behind and the strength of his hand.
It's a nuisance to them.
And we can see that Edgar's got a stronger hand.
Makes the call.
Call.
Here we go. Edgar Antizana at risk, but he's a 3-1 favourite going into.
So they shouldn't actually be doing that
Correct.
unless the other hand is finished on the outer
Correct.
table. So it must have finished because they will be being policed by a tournament director.
All right, 3 to go. Let's see what happens.
Good luck, fellas.
Queen. Oh wow, always a sweat. Edgar's still in the lead, but this has
Some extra ass, though.
become a basic coin flip.
Doesn't want to see an ace.
Lock it.
He doesn't want to see a king either.
No.
3.
Lock it.
So King Jack looking for an honor race.
10 on the river. Edgar finds the double. He's on the
Well,
way out the
Edgar.
door. Ray Adams coming to support. Unlucky Calvin, but that is unfortunately the way the cookie crumbles, sir. And I think I will take this lifesaver off from here now.
You see the hand?
Do you know why?
Yes. You see the
There's a hole in the middle of a lifesaver.
So you don't choke on
There
it.
you go.
Let me get you one without a hole.
Hold it, buddy.
Oh, Gary.
Like, it was 2 hands, you don't want to see it.
Yeah.
If you somehow just not rock up tomorrow.
See ace queen, I'm happy.
You've missed me.
It's the only
A tad.
one I want to see. Ace jack. Obviously ace king, but well done if you have ace
I'm
king.
afraid Nick is going to double me up.
Just
next.
as
You need
good.
a double. You just
Don't
double
say a
it.
word, Gary. I know what you're looking at. Doesn't want to open. I can't open this sweet.
Actually, Solly gave that to me.
Yeah, I know, you offered me one earlier. That's why he's giving them away, because he can't open them.
That's probably
Please
because
open that for me.
it's probably because they're full of.
Oh my lord. Oh my god, that is sweet. No. Excuse me, sorry.
Jack
Alright.
10.
Edgar under the gun, Jack 10 off. Found a nice little double up, but always a sweat. Over to Nick.
Oh, sorry.
Ace 4 of hearts on the cutoff.
Raised to 105,000. 105,000 total.
Well done, nice for you, Nico.
I've got one
Suited.
I also suited.
Then you're ahead. You're
Ace
ahead.
2 you had.
Hey?
Ace 2 you had.
Nah, the same as you.
Ace 4.
Nice 3.
So do you watch documentaries on the TV?
Sometimes.
What is your sort
Nah,
of, what
you
is
don't
your
wanna
theme,
play
or are
that
you
one.
just interested in most things?
Oh, murder, death, kill.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm raising.
It's the only stuff that excites me these days.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Apart from me, yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, 100%. You're probably the main reason, sorry. So yeah, I too tend to watch a lot of murder docs on on Netflix. But I've also just finished watching the documentary about golf called Full Swing.
Oh, that was great. I enjoyed that very much.
So good.
I think it needs a second series, a bit like Drive to Survive with the Formula One guys.
It does. Also, a big fan of Drive to Survive.
I
but
binge
now,
watched the new series straight off.
well, you know what I think now? Now we need to see it from the Liv's perspective.
Yeah, maybe.
Could be a nice little angle.
So I've discovered a series which is reasonably old. Well, what's this hand first?
Jared Solomon's Ace King, Nick Anoy, Ace Jack.
And Nick can get sticky with these cards here.
60,000.
Please don't pay me
3
up.
bet to 260.
Thank you.
That guy doesn't want to get involved.
Rightly so.
Over
Colvin,
to Calvin.
he's got 2 of Nick's out if he's flush on him, that's for sure. And his raw flush is dead.
Out of the way. Edgar with kings. Edgar Antizana finds them kings.
They said, well, he's going to get called.
4-bet jam. Here it comes for 980.
Well, Nicky might get away from this, but I'm pretty sure Solly doesn't.
Cal.
I was
Cal.
going to do that.
Wow.
Raise, re-raise, shove.
Wow, if Nick somehow finds a jam, his Solly's
I
going to
want
call.
your chips. I want his. I want yours.
I was folding. I was folding.
All in a
I was
call.
folding to you.
You have a nice.
Solly a 3-1 dog here.
Aye,
I bet you Ace Jack wins this.
Nick folded face up, which is
I didn't have an ace.
interesting.
I didn't have
Yeah.
an ace, which is good for you.
Let's see what the first 3 bring.
You wouldn't, because I would get it hot.
Queen 9-9.
Queen 9.
Jared's got 2 outs twice.
10 of diamonds. I don't want to hear
Big sweat though. Diamond on the turn. It is
Oh,
never
there
easy,
is.
ladies and gentlemen. And then you want to come.
Not with a diamond or ace.
Ace or any diamond. Oh, the sweat brings the 5 of clubs. Edgar finds
Nice hit.
2 million from 640,000.
Yes.
And Edgar is now seriously in contention.
No, I had
The Port Elizabeth Spaniard strikes again.
So, before we got interrupted by that all in on the
Yeah, yeah.
bubble, you were
So-
talking about something you found.
A little while ago, quite some time ago, I discovered a series on the British BBC sort of documentary cycle. It's actually available on YouTube, so you didn't even have to worry about subscription, called Fake or Fortune.
I have heard of that before.
And it's about, with Fiona Bruce is a British journalist.
Yeah, I know
And
she
she's
is.
a charmer, and she teams up with this other clown who's an art expert,
Yeah, he's the guy on.
Philip, whatever.
Yeah, he's the
Antiques Roadshow.
Antiques Roadshow. Yep, never miss an episode.
Yeah, anyhow, they go around the world.
Once you put it in, I knew you had
People send in pictures of their pictures that they think are Gainsborough or Monet or something, you know, Jackson Pollock paint thrown everywhere, and they take it on as a case and they go and investigate and they establish the whole record for this. And then they present it to the experts
Thanks, buddy.
and see if they can get it accepted as a genuine painting.
That's interesting. Eh?
And it's actually bloody.
I'll definitely check that out.
The things they look at, and they go into spectrometers, the makeup of the paint, and that paint was invented then or wasn't invented then, has to be a fake. And the whole provenance, the whole story of that painting, they map it out.
That's insane. I
And
mean,
it's actually, although it sounds really poor, it's actually very clever.
yeah. There was. I don't know. There was a. Speaking of art, there was another documentary I watched on Netflix. I cannot recall the name of it now, but it was one of the greatest art robberies that ever took place in Boston. That still, to this day,
Yeah,
has not been solved.
Yeah, indeed it has. They think the paintings are in Russia.
Yes.
But they had no bloody alarms or nothing. It was just like a house,
Yeah.
which was nuts. But the insurance paid out because they've been gone for so long, these paintings. But yeah, that's quite a curious one. And to this day, they still think it's an inside job, but nobody ever
I
gave
was
it up.
waiting. I knew you were going to say that, and I was going to trigger Clive Owen an inside job. Bang, what a great movie.
That was stunning movie.
Absolutely fantastic.
Great twister.
So good. So good.
That's one to watch if you haven't
getting
watched
a
it,
diamond
folks.
on the
We're back to
turn was
movies
just
again.
I know.
My last little dribble of luck.
I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you can figure out I'm actually quite good at 30 seconds. So,
No.
because I know a lot of random bits about everything, apparently.
Well, you know, that's a Trivial Pursuit thing as well, isn't it? You know, I mean, albeit that's quite dated. Yeah, so Fake or Fortune. Just have a look. I think they've got 9 series. They've got 9 series, so if you're that way inclined to enjoy it, it's well worth a watch.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely jump on that.
Mano, here he comes. What is that?
Go to the toilet
What,
for a
you going
week.
to fold? I thought you were going to raise. Aren't you going to raise? I don't know.
That guy Jack
Goodness
10.
raise.
What's going on there? Some skullduggery.
He knows.
Skullduggery is probably Skullduggery is a record label owned by Greg Downey, who is one of the best tech trance producers out in the UK. Sub-label, you won't know this. Yeah, again, I'm not going to bore you with this.
No, you're boring me, but I want to hear it. I'm watching Jared with the Queen 10
But let's
suit
get back
too.
to the action.
No,
This is more exciting. This is more exciting than my stupid music story. To the flop we go.
So pair of 10s and a pair of 9s, so a piece for each of the players.
Could be interesting. Nick's got that backdoor flush. Jared's got top pair. Check, check. Turn. Brings the king.
So Nick takes the front.
Nick takes the front. Jared does pick up a gut shot though.
He's almost free roll. I mean, he's 8% dog. Jared. Jared's very conscious he could almost be drawing dead here, and Nicky's a tricky character.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to look him up by the look of it. Yep. So Jared needs to spike a jack or a 10, basically.
Finds the 9.
Yep.
I mean, Nick's running so pure. Unbelievable.
Yeah, you don't want to be getting in the way of this guy because he's a freight train when he's on a sun run, that's for sure.
Right, well, Nick calls out the bet and Jared decides what to do. I'll continue the story. So, Skullduggery is a part of a sub-label which is owned by Simon Patterson and John Askew, and their main label is called Seven. There's also a sub-label there by Will Atkinson called Victims Helpline, which is just absolutely banging trance. Not side trance, uplifting trance. So big. Random fact of the day.
I wouldn't know trance music if it hit me in the face. Like
You'd know trance music if it hit you in
Is
the
that
face.
the one where they all sit around doing this like
Yeah,
a Punjabis?
And if you're a side trance fan, it's triplets all day.
Okay.
Not the triplets you're thinking of.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking a different language.
Use the phone, boy. Take your time.
Jared's in the tank. This helps.
Cuz, we can't find a 9 or an ace there. So brutal. No, King Jack, but I can't fold my hand. I called 300. It's just a stiff spot. But I know what you. I know what
You're the lowest now, Max.
You're
the lowest.
Don't bluff, hey? I must kill that. I must pay you off, hey? I must just pay you off. You deserve it. You actually deserve it.
Only Nick can
Never
get
bluffs.
trump cards out of
I
solid.
can't actually give you these. I can't give you this money.
Only Nick
Literally
can
never
get
bluff.
trump cards out of solid.
Literally never bluffed me. This is your first time in history. This is your first time in history.
Hey, nutties.
I never know.
Nutties.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
He's got a boat.
Oh, my word.
Everything, flash draw.
Back again.
my
Sorry about
word.
that, huh? No problem. Just had to make an adjustment to my headphones.
Should have been 200.
Looks like you made an adjustment to your head.
Yeah.
Thinking.
Yeah, 3 minutes I'm never going to get back in my life there.
How am I even thinking? What did you have? A 10. I had a 10. Yeah, I should have been 200. Huh? 200. No, it's all the same.
100.
Right, that's a lot better. Sorry, I'm just relieving some pressure on that head of mine.
Two pair with the
By
king
turning my headphones upside down.
I could perhaps get a small gauge drill and a battery powered drill. Maybe relieve some pressure, give you a frontal lobotomy or something.
Yeah, that sounds like something I need right now. Not gonna lie.
Boy, that's bad bankroll management, huh?
You still got a
Bad
toothache?
bankroll
Yeah.
management.
That's not
On
like
my
that.
time
Nah,
management.
it's rougher.
I spent half my bankroll on that.
Well,
man.
why don't you go to the doctor?
I'll do it when I get back.
You know, while you're there, get him to put some wisdom tooth in.
Nico.
Yeah, I'm bleak that they pulled it many years ago. It all went down south.
That
from there.
explains a lot, eh? Wisdom tooth
It
gone.
does, it does.
Okay, you don't like my 105? Oh, excuse me, 110.
Oh, Kerry, nowhere near you. My hand was in front of my mouth. Over to Haggai, ace 5 off on the small. Oh, sorry, no, jack 3.
Nico, you
Yeah,
beat
Jared was the ace 5.
Yes,
Yes.
I'll show you. You got a 6.
They are under folding aces.
Right?
Folding and ace two.
Fold that, you must fold everything.
Fold the ace two.
Do you have an ace now? Instead of re-raising, you folding. Yeah, I've made you
A mouse.
Jack 3 off.
It's gone back into my little hole.
So Chris has departed.
He's so funny. Don't worry, I'll raise premium from now on, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Premium, guys.
Well, until you get 4 or 5 suited, and then I want to see you raise any premium.
So the outside table continues.
Different versions of premium.
And we are still on the bubble for the money.
Go.
And then it's bubble. They say you make the money on the bubble. I'm doing what the book says.
50,000.
What? Is that what the book said?
50,000.
Yeah, the book says you must press.
So 10th place is worth 60,000 rand. So that's what these guys are playing for, 60,000 rand. They bought in for 40, so 20k profit. And that is the 10th place money. 60,400 is the 9th place money. Nick with king 6, raised to 105. Gerald to get out of the way. Round to Haggai with pocket 5s. Looks like he's going to go set mining.
Someone had to re-raise sooner or later. Gooks, I know you're bluffing me, eh? You beat this. You don't, show me.
Show me both. How you see? I got a pair.
Choose.
No, 5.
You see?
That's how you do it.
Re-raising, yeah.
That's how
What
you
must
do
I
it.
do? Fold? Are you joking?
You must score so you can hit.
So Haggai makes a bet, the pocket 5s stand up, Nick gets out the way. And Haggai pick up 205,000 for their for his trouble.
2-3. It's enough. I don't have to play anymore.
Okay.
You guys can play. I'll go smart.
Okay. First, get your suited card show that you're going to play, right?
I tried. You re-raised me. Jared, stop. When you go Vegas, play together.
Sounds good.
You can learn something there. I'm going to learn something.
We learn together.
So we've paused on the table for the outside table. The outside table is playing for hand. I don't know if we've got a view of the outside table. I don't know if we have a view of the outside table. We're waiting on hand for hand.
Jared, down here or is it up here?
We can zoom out and see what's happening.
No, man, he's also. Oh, no, he's got something.
Just so we can see who's in the hand.
I've got 2-3.
So that's Greg Ronaldson on the right. That looks like he's
the
caught,
wizardry
and Was
behind the
Garni
scenes
is the other player.
See the wizardry, what goes on.
Less than 500.
Is it?
Max is a bit
Huh?
short.
Action will be
He
on.
didn't say thank you. That's because he's rude and he's got no
Correct.
manners.
Who's playing in this? Say thanks.
No, it doesn't matter. He wasn't raised right. Gary wasn't raised right. Oh, surely he's in, isn't he in there?
He is.
Oh, good.
He's in the back, but I don't think he can hear. Oh, really?
What happens if I yell into the mic? Oh, really? Thank you.
Right, Gary, sorry about that. I'm back. Getting a bit of a headache from the headphones, so I
Right,
just
please give me a
switched
good
to my
Please,
podcast mic.
make a plan, huh? Make a plan. Thank you. Thank you, brother.
What's up? Can you?
Everybody says, give me a good hand.
Yeah, everyone says
Can't give everybody a good hand.
fine.
Not if it's testing a lot.
What's that they call you? Flat.
No, I'm good to fold, that's fine.
Sometimes it's better to listen to what's being said than actually talk.
In fact, I shouldn't have shot.
Look good, eh? Look good. With the king six. I don't want you to call you already, right? Look very tasty. Pick your card for. It's the worst card. No, can run around. Okay.
There's nothing going to happen on the other table, so we'll stay with this picture. Greg in the tank here, all in by Was.
Grueling, eh? Grueling.
Oh, you guys begging? I'm not begging.
And
So when you get to final table.
Greg folds. And if we're going to see the hand at all, I don't think
MJ,
Was
what's
is
game
going to
plan
show.
tonight? What's the game plan tonight?
No, and we'll go back to the feature table. Thank you, camera guys.
Gary, that was
Final
an
table of
interesting
10
hand,
or
that,
not?
yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
So we'll bring the graphics back up.
All right.
Queens for Jared.
On the cut off.
Folded round.
Over to Edgar. Jared raised to 130. Edgar's called.
It's Edgar to act. Did he call?
Yeah, he called.
Okay, so flop can. Someone do the flop can.
Oh, Jared's flop middle set here.
So, yep, set for Jared.
3 spades on board.
Close, Jared. Right colour, but what they playing with?
Go back to Jared.
3 of a kind, eh? 3 of a kind. Guys, talk about you also do it. I don't laugh. You can't lie on this table. You look like an idiot. You look like a schmuck. Oh, you went to tell everyone you had 3 of a kind. I just saw you had nothing.
So I don't know if you could hear what Jared's saying there. He said, there's no good lines of me. I know you had 3 of a kind. Okay, so we get a new hand.
Jared Solomon's with kings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Over to Haggai.
The two you from calling.
Pocket 8s for Calvin.
Not the number that of that.
So it looks like Colvin's calling, picking out calling chips here.
Hey, please.
Over to Nick.
Do your job. I want to go to sleep.
Colvin 3-bet to 310 on the button.
Yeah. Hey, until they all got
He's going to run into some trouble. Edgar has folded. Nick with pocket fives also folds. Back to Jared to respond to the 3-bet.
Yeah. Jared does balance here.
Next.
525.
525. 525.
Everybody's on average between 1.5 and 2 million.
Jared 4-bets to 525k.
Colvin will get out of the way now. Message received and understood. What do you think?
Taking advantage of the situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting size. 215 more for him to call.
Well, if he puts it in, he's going to set mine. I don't think he's raising.
Unless this guy makes a move. Forward.
All in.
Colvin jams, all in a call. Wow, wow, wow. 3.8 million.
Just close it. Close the hand so they don't see. Nice hand, Sol.
The hand should remain closed until such times as we're playing hand for hand. The other table has finished their hand. So we're going to look at the other.
8 versus king.
5 parts to come. Anything can happen. You're lucky. I've won every one of these. I'm bound to lose one.
So Jared's just saying, he said, you're very lucky. He said, I've won every one of these so far, so you're probably going to win this, Colvin.
Well, Colvin's hoping and praying that something happens before
How much chips?
they go to the run out
Start there.
on that feature table.
The players are there. The players don't know what's going on.
You're about equal.
Huh?
You're about equal, I reckon.
They don't know what's happening here.
He's got me covered.
Sorry?
I think he's got me covered.
You got a million. Yeah, he's got you
Five.
covered.
He's got me covered.
5s and 8s. And I had 5s.
All right.
Okay, so we can go back to the feature table and see the kings.
Solly.
All right. Good luck to Colvin. This is a big part. 3.8 million.
I've got 1 point. I've got like 1.8.
He's a big dog here. 4-1.
Well, he's got 2 outs, I believe.
5 to come.
Good luck to both players.
King in the window.
That doesn't seal the fate. There's 2 hearts on the board. Hearts on the
Hearts
turn.
on the turn.
Definitely not. He's got running hearts.
I think you got chips there, bro.
Heart on the turn. Oh, my lord. Worst heart for Colvin.
I'm gonna help.
Worst heart for Colvin. Jared boats up. And that cripples Colvin
Yeah.
to 300,000.
Unlucky young man.
Coming back with 6 bigs. It's time to spin it up.
I mean, he obviously
Queen's the hand
put,
before. I mean, it's a bit
put
ridiculous.
Jared on a bit of a move there. And he put it in expecting a fold. He got snap called. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes you got it, you know.
This game is cool
And also the
sometimes, eh?
dynamic, Calvin. I mean,
It's brutal. Absolutely brutal.
dynamic's ridiculous.
But yet we come back for more and more and more and more.
You know why? Because it's always
don't know.
different.
Yeah, because we're a bunch of sadists.
Speak for yourself. Oh dear. Anyway, so that's a pretty big and pivotal hand, and you know, for Colvin to come back from this will take some doing. The good news is he's on the dealer button, so he's got 2 or 3 good looks for free,
Things are ridiculous. I mean,
and I'm sure he'll be patient enough to pick his spot. I mean, he's a
just stuff, Cal. Sorry,
good
man.
player, so he'll know.
Yeah, big shout to Gary V. Good evening to you too, sir. Thank you for that comment.
Gareth van der Merwe. He's our boxing champ.
To be honest, it feels like
He
Calvin.
runs
To be
a
honest, it
gym
feels
and
like
he's
the
got
past
his own
5 weeks
YouTube channel
has
and
been you.
everything.
Maybe I should
Like,
chat
I
to
don't
him
think I've
to
had much
have a
on
word.
him.
You take it easy on me, mate. Because
He's backed me up the
I know
last
he
3
probably
tournaments in a row.
he hit me so many times before I realised I think I was surrounded.
Destroyed me.
all right, Jared Solomon's reaping the rewards of that
I
one.
swing so quickly, man. I was cruising at 3 million. Him, you, 1.7. Like, now back 3.2. Huh?
You were pretty chill.
Not really. You go to 1.7 million, you're middle of the pack, man.
Interesting, Jared's take there. He's talking about he's now up to 3 million. He says, I've been languishing in the middle of the pack, blah, blah, blah. Now I've got some chips. Now you're all bitching and moaning, blah, blah, blah. It's the usual Solomon psychologicals.
Yeah, no, people are never happy. Huh? There's always something.
Well, I'm happy for Jared. He's played well, you know. I'm not unhappy for Kelvin. It's just unfortunate.
It's bittersweet for me. Yeah.
Your buddy, though.
He's my buddy. He's been playing so well. It's just unfortunate. Keep your head up, Calvin. It's not over till it's over, my good man.
If you have any other hand, you fold.
A what?
If you have any other hand, you fold.
Yeah, no, of course.
And I almost did it to you earlier as well. I don't know what you had, but you raised
Back
it
to
earlier.
the action.
It again.
110,000 total.
Jared Solomon's A7.
Big blind.
These two rivals going at it again.
Huh? I was always playing. Always playing. I was always playing.
Oh, Nick and Jared.
All right, first three. Queen 9 deuce. Check, check.
Jared, a fair way in the head here. Dick's going to have a little tester in the middle.
130,000. Yeah, crap, but not that crap. That's too crap for you.
I'm beating you, eh?
You are.
Definitely beating you. I think I must just stick around.
10 seconds.
Not yet.
A7.
Jared says, I'm beating you and I'm folding. He said, yeah, you are.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Gerard, what am I doing? What am I doing against this
What
guy?
am I doing? What am I doing? I didn't want to give these chips away. I just got them. Just got them.
A7, premium.
Oh man, just call him. Just call him.
Chill.
Get the worst headache in the world when these guys decide to have a go at each other and I can't hear what they're saying. But Gary will fill me in.
Ish.
That was Jared.
10-4.
10-4. Roger that. Haggai, 8 deuce.
Just checks it back.
To the flop we go, 150 in the middle. Jack, Queen 4.
So 4 for Jared. He goes to bet, Haggai eats the folds.
Alrighty, that's Colvin coming into the big blind. It's 100k of his 300k
So you
in the middle.
With me, boy.
I don't want to, Carl. I don't want to. I want you in the game. As a friend and as a player. As a friend and as a player. I want you in.
Jared's saying he doesn't want Kelvin out of the game. He said, I want you here as a player, but as a friend
The
as well.
dynamic was just so unique, bro.
They're having a proper chat here.
Like in my mind, I'm like, if you don't have kings or aces,
Alright, hand on the outer table.
maybe not queens, but you
Looks
can't
like
do
Lars
king
and
No, I've never folded ace
Remy
king, man.
are going
Well,
at it.
maybe 5 bets again. I don't know, man.
No, I'm just asking. I mean, I'm
Check,
not
check, turn on the river. It looks like Barry.
He's going on the big blinds now.
Like, I mean, what do you fold when I 5-bet shove? Everything except kings and aces and queens.
150. No. The hand
You fold ace king.
hasn't played yet.
So Kelvin's explaining his rationale for playing the
I
hand
don't
the
know
way he
if I can fold
played
ace
it.
king to you again, Kel. Because I know you're capable of doing it
No, he's
without
big
it.
blind.
So, like,
8, 4, 7, 8, 9.
No, he's
Yeah,
not.
If
Ace.
king, I'm fine.
Yeah.
On the river.
I don't mind.
Was
You know what
bets over to
Yeah,
Remy.
three
He's
hands,
checked
but
the
I
river
I
bet.
reckon 9,
Check to the river,
10
should I say?
You had queens and kings back
I think-
to back.
Yeah.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Ridiculous.
That's
Ridiculous.
also-
Oh, thanks, bro, by the way. Thank you. Huh?
That was also why the dynamic.
Yeah.
You just told me you flopped the second.
Literally.
You're joking, and I know you're going to push the limits on
Yeah,
the
for
double,
sure.
especially against me.
Listen, you were abusing me earlier. You were getting away with it. I mean,
I wasn't really.
Looks like there's an all in there,
Obviously I wasn't.
Gary.
Yep, they're waiting for an answer. Moz is the other
Do that with
player.
other oaks that I
Looks
know
like he's just going to fold here. Yeah, I think verbally he's folded already. I'm not sure.
You're capable. I'm not going to play.
Perhaps
The other
not.
crazy thing is, Calvin, it's 5-handed. You've got 8s 5-handed.
No, that's what I'm saying. And I can get you to fold so many hands.
I'm keeping quiet because Colvin and Jared are explaining how they played the hand.
4-bet 6-7, 5-6 suited. You do that to me on the bubble as well with those hands, which I do back to you.
I had ace-9 earlier. I almost did it. I almost 4-bet you earlier with ace-9. I just controlled myself. I just folded it. I literally almost did it with ace-9, I swear.
Yeah.
When we were at that table.
I don't remember. Oh, yes.
And you said you had 9s.
I did.
I almost did it to you. You almost got it there with ace-9. I mean,
Yeah. I did have it there.
So that was a real insight into Colvin's thinking, a real insight into the thinking of Jared Solomon, and a lot of mutual respect there, which is really nice to hear. So well done those two guys. And I couldn't keep repeating it because it was too much. But
It's fine. I'll catch it later.
I'm going to say rewatch this stream because that was real insightful and
Right,
shows
over
you
to
how
Haggai.
good poker brain works.
Folds to Colvin.
This hand becomes even more crucial now because Jared and him have just had the conversation.
Yep. He just opts to flat,
that's cruel.
Try something.
That is so cruel.
leaving yourself 150 behind.
That's so cruel. I don't want to look.
Jared says that's
I
so
don't wanna
cruel.
look.
He said, I'm not even
Just
going
tell
to
me
look.
if I have the option to, what I have the option to do. I don't want to know.
All right,
I
all the
want
money's
the
going in
orders.
here, Gary.
Okay, so I don't even want to look at the flop. I'm
Good
just
luck to you,
call.
Calvin. Joe's going to call.
He said he hasn't looked, he's just going to put it
And
in.
live quiet.
Calvin at risk with a flush draw here.
I had to try something, bro.
Okay.
Good luck, boy.
I hope you win, Carl.
It's been a lack of
Ace ball versus
I hope you win.
610.
whichever way.
Solly's saying, I hope you win.
I hope you win. At least turn the flush so I have out.
6, yeah, a sweat for you.
Jared said, at least turn the flush so I've got
Wow,
some
and a straight draw now as well for Calvin. One to come, 16 outs. Can he find it to stay alive? He does. King of hearts. Calvin finds the double.
How much is it? One? Nice hand, Carl.
What a sweat. Calvin lives to fight another day.
295 to the good.
Sure.
Back in business.
Sure.
Debatable business. I had 3 million, I got 400,000, Nick.
Oh, but it's swing. That's what I was saying earlier. The swings are ridiculous, man. Swings are ridiculous.
What do you raised with that, guys?
Ace-4 on the button.
Ace? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
When I do it, everyone's like, ooh.
You did with Jack-7, Nick.
You must be happy you raised, because I was going to fold 6-2 off to you. And you don't double up? You got full. To be fair, I actually just wanted him to put me out my misery. But now you got 600. Now I can play a bit.
Yeah.
Righty, Gary, this bubble doesn't seem to want to be bursting
Edgar
yet.
had 450k. He was all in for. I just got
The
1.7
conversation's
million.
still going on between Colvin and Jared.
Don't do
Clear
that.
as bell.
Don't do that.
2,000 to play.
Have to.
Now they're unpacking the last hand.
Raised to 105,000.
So Nicky's going to raise here, 101,000. 105,000, sorry.
Calvin gets out the way. Over to Edgar.
Edgar's been very quiet in this piece. Everybody else has been quite vocal.
Yeah, 55 to call, yeah. Ace 7-5 on the flop.
He's got 650,000.
Got a bit.
Oh, yeah. No. They're still busy. Oh, sorry. He asked me. I didn't.
Edgar folds.
I'm trying to think if it's bad what I did. Or
Nicky takes it down with a pair of sevens.
yes, I can just bend my
Edgar's
hand.
five's no good.
Not with what's been going on and what we've been discussing and
So a hand ongoing here.
It's so interesting.
500 raise.
So Remy folds,
You'd
round
never fold,
to Greg Ronaldson.
You didn't have to go all in, you could have small.
It was 200 more for me.
Why go all in?
Because there's so many hands you can
Looks like Greg is quite short there.
It is.
With fucking 5, 6 suited, 7, 8 suited, 8, 9.
Looks
10,
like
9,
Max is open though.
Did you guys see a turn?
Oh, it's more eyes.
Just A75.
Into the mark goes.
Max will pick up the money and we'll be back to the next hand on the feature table.
We're going to have some fun, Sonny.
No, it's
Gary,
over
do you have any idea how many
No, it's
minutes are
over
left
now.
on this level, sir?
No, because what's happening, if
Fold
hand
the
for hand,
Remy
they
at
take
king.
2 minutes off every time they play a hand.
Okay.
So we're not
You're
actually
saying he wants
timing
to
it,
keep
we're
going. I don't wanna play
producing
anymore.
it every hand.
Alrighty, so with that being said, how many minutes were left before we went hand?
I don't know, and also they will change level and blinds once those 2 minutes catch up with the end of the level.
Okay.
So it could be quicker or could be less time.
No, 100%. No, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, hopefully Mark has got that in his head and he's watching that as well.
It's all good. Over to Haggai, the cut-off.
Because the blinds will go up once they've eaten away by 2 minute sections.
Yeah.
Anyone else I play?
Very nice hand.
The hand before you had queen, then you can't
With a suited, I know you play.
Suited I would.
That's it. Open under the gun, like 3 bets. He does his little thing that he always does before bets. You know he's doing that on the bubble, he's fucking apply all the time, guys.
What did you have?
I showed you.
Right.
Ace.
All 300.
No, not 2 ace.
So they're playing a little bit faster on the feature table than they are on the outer table.
Your first series.
So we'll watch this hand develop and conclude.
All time. Sorry.
Greg folds, random was.
Oh, really? Okay.
He's going to put him all in. And he folds Mr. Sun, and he will pick up the spare cash, and we'll go back to the feature table, and we'll be ready to play our next hand. The longest I've seen hand for hand go is about 2 hours.
Okay.
So it can go on a while.
No, that's... Trust me, I know.
I mean, the bubble's 60,000, so that's what they're playing for, basically.
Over to Colvin. Fires them back to the dealer.
Give me a walk,
Nick.
man.
Never, man.
No, give me a walk. I don't want to play with you anymore.
Completes.
Jared says, give me a walk, I don't want to play with you.
Money, look how much money you have.
I just can walk me one time, man.
5% of our stakes.
There's got to be a blind play the same.
Ace 10, 9, 2 hearts.
I don't know. Maybe it's bad. It's the dynamic.
Give me a walk and just fold. Go away. Thank you. Thank you. I was good.
Hey?
I was good.
I got flash.
No, you don't.
I do.
Yeah. a runner flush.
8-4.
With what? What? 8-1-3.
8-4. But I had hearts.
Well done, Jared.
I draw. You didn't have hearts. That's why I bet.
Might have been
Yeah,
all.
why not? See? Gee, I gave you one now. Don't complain anymore.
Thank you.
That's the same as a walk.
Not really.
It is.
Well, walks I don't have to stress.
No, that's better. Gave an extra 25.
Yeah, actually. I don't get cards like you guys. I have to work hard. Play what I get.
And me? What about me?
You get cards, you messed it up, buddy. I had the same as you, I had 5. I wasn't going to do that. I was going to fold, wait for the next round. Stayed at 250 on top of my raise. He doesn't raise me that lightly like you think, eh? He doesn't re-raise me that lightly like you think he does.
It's good that you think that.
Tell him, Cal.
No, because I'm the raise, he's re-raising me and then you re-raising him back, right?
Yeah. See, there's a lot of raising and re-raising and who's
Eight.
got what and where's
So it looks
who and
like
who.
Mr. Sun, Remy and Moaz in a hand here.
3-bet free. I can just,
Of course that's the mistake. Smooth and hit your 8, man.
we evenly stacked, so I can just call.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe that. But still.
So couple, 3 diamonds, 3, 4, jack,
That's how he got his chips.
9 of clubs.
Nick, he was 3-betting 9s, he was 4-betting ace queen, he was going mad, man. That's how he got it.
I think a little bit more than that.
Huh?
No, 3 betting a lot. But yeah, Armin's right. Like, I don't need to. I can call 8. I can call my pairs. I'd rather 3 bet Queen 10, Jack 10, King 10. Those are.
Is that what he says?
Yeah.
I think he 3 bets 8.
King Queen.
Set of plays.
Wells picks up some chips there. It looks like King High.
It's a small mistake, but once you decide to 3 bet, that's the time I'm go with.
Back to the action on the feature table. Ham 235 of the day.
Well, the mad thing is
50, 25, 50 on the big blind ante. Colvin Ferreira with 2-3 suited.
Raised to 160,000.
Davey, you can organize some water for me from a waitress. I don't know, buddy. What's so big, Jared? So all of a
Jared
sudden,
picks up another 100k there. Keeps on progressing northerly.
I want to see a flop. So you had 2s.
Right, so it looks like Colvin is on the big line again.
Yeah, you guys don't like seeing flops.
Boom. Fuck, the last time this happened, I doubled up somewhere.
Are we waiting on the night or are we carrying on?
Carrying on. We carried on last time. Dave, are we waiting or carrying on?
Waiting.
Okay, sir.
But if you're not here, we're
I'm here. No.
This casino's generators stuff, man. The lifts don't even work.
terrible.
Yeah, I
I
know.
get on the 15th floor and I must wait 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Then I go to the other side. It
The
doesn't
service
work.
lift. Use the service lift.
I can go there as well, but then they servicing the rooms and
Yeah.
they stop on every floor.
Every floor. I know that happened to me. I've stopped at 9 floors.
Yeah.
8 floors.
I would have been 40 minutes late. I was 1 hour
Thank you.
How much is Mac?
Then you want to go to breakfast.
Listen, Moise must do his fucking bit there. I know
So
what
the
he's
excitement continues here at the SUNBET Poker Tour. Guess what?
Timing sequence is
The power goes off, it comes back on again.
generate.
I was doing that.
So it's kicking straight away. There's a
Carnival system.
very bad timing.
Carnival system. Raising. Short stack goes 14 on.
My system's working so well.
It's got a stack like this. I've got a monster. Why do you find
So for the folks at home, we are playing hand for hand. I assume there's still a hand on the other table. No?
I took another 1 million from the rest of the time.
It's okay, we can play.
You can't wait in the middle of a hand. Not silly.
Play or wait. Play or wait.
Best to you,
Do
actually.
we play, guys?
We don't actually care about the camera.
I do.
Yeah, but we need
Lose goes to gaming board, I'm going to prove that shooting is hard.
tell them to fix Escom.
But he's got an
government
advantage. You
I
can
haven't
think of
looked at
his.
my cards.
Oh, you haven't
board.
seen.
Everyone worries about gaming board. He's gaming now. I wish I had those.
I can't believe you said that. You're getting an unfair advantage because the power's gone down. He gets more time to think. Oh, wonderful.
And besides,
Jared with Jack 9 of spades here.
back up. Oh,
Raised to 150,000.
you're going to be compliant. You can't have the security on the same system.
Hang on, I'll get out of the way with these.
Huh?
Can't.
No, you can't. It needs its own source.
150
UPS, everything.
Colvin Ferreira, ace 2. Big blind. 490 behind. Jared has raised to 150.
I think this might be going all in.
or all out, one of the two.
It's close. Sends it into the muck.
Jared takes more chips from Colvin.
I was giving you a walk.
Paul. No. You're slightly ahead.
I'd rather have like queen jack, jack 10.
I think there was more than one ICM consideration in that fold.
Yeah.
With those kind of hands.
Yeah, no.
60k or nothing.
I'm not in the best shape with ace 2. Fuck, it's a big fold.
Huh?
Big fold.
Right fold.
With ace 2? Yeah.
He's opening any hand.
50,000. Raised to 110,000. 110,000.
So still playing hand for hand here.
It's been going on for a while. I left it. It was hand for hand. It's an hour ago.
Indeed, it goes all in. Colvin is all in.
All in, all in.
So we got 2 all in straight off the bat. So it was all Chris's fault. Chris staying here and not let's have all ins. Now he's left us 2. Good luck, gentlemen. Cards will remain face down until such time as the outer table is finished.
Ace 10 versus ace 10. That's our next folding, huh? Where'd you go?
Sean Moore's got a lot of chips.
Queen 2 done.
All in for Wozgani. Now if another player goes all in here and they're both knocked out, they will share 10th place money.
Just slip that. He wakes up with money.
I'm happy for him to call.
He's folding. He's got queen deuce.
No, Queen 2 of diamonds.
But we'll see which all in they follow.
If 2 players must up, there will be a drop on the prize number 10.
Anyone have an ace?
We'll do 1 minute at a time. Feature table we have 10 versus ace 7.
Right, feature table first. 10s via ace 7.
Ace 7 against 10. Any game with 10. Flop is 595.
Hey, my Queen 2 would win.
Only an ace.
Third line.
No help for him.
No counterfeit. Ace only.
Very green flag.
He finds the Barry Greenstein.
Fucking hell.
Barry. Hello, Barry. Hello, Barry.
That's good luck management.
Hello, Barry.
Must be happy. What? It's good luck management. Don't lose these small ones.
Jacks for Greg Ronaldson.
Nice hand, girl. You deserve, Calvin, you deserve the break.
7, 6, 2.
Straight draws now. Oh my word.
That's the biggest ace from space I've ever seen.
That's from full up inside.
Queen is safe. Oh, a lot of outs. Greg had to dodge there.
So Greg will double up. Colvin will double up. There'll be no eliminations.
Jerry, what a tough bubble.
I've got you, boy.
Tough bubble, guys.
Hello,
Yeah, but can I have my
Barry.
110 back?
Barry, I'm going to call you Barry from now.
So we will continue hand for hand on the feature table and the outer table.
Wow, Calvin.
Actually, just
Wow, you went from 600 to 3 million to 400 to
300.
no, you had more than 300. You had 380.
That's fucking right.
You had 380. You bought my 120. Oh, you had more, man. You had 430.
7 big. 350.
Blinds, please, guys. 25, 50, 50.
Wow, leaving it right till the river, the Barry Greenstein.
Every time I have something, you guys have better.
Raise up to 120,000. 20,000.
catch my breath.
Round to Nick.
Okay. Jared wants me to play. That's why I made it small. 130, right? Right, Jared?
So we're going to see a flop. Nick versus Jared. 8-7, 8-6. There's a 6 for Jared.
Given the ace right in the fucking flop, you know that. Could have just given the ace on the flop.
I know, it's more painful like that. In my brain, I was hoping it just came 10.
Nothing for Nick to continue with.
When it came 9,
I just want to show him a bluff. I don't have one. I want to show you one bluff.
I had 7-8, man.
I flopped you, sorry. I apologize.
Stupid
I kept it off on the board, but I still lose. It's 10 or so.
6-2.
I apologize. I apologize.
25-15.
5-6. I'm going to come for you.
So the outer table's still got a hand going, I think. I'm not sure.
Goes down quickly. I need to win a hand.
So a new hand on the feature table. And 239, 25-50, 50 on the big blind ante.
Raise up to 120. 25-15.
Hey? No, less than a hand down.
120,000.
120.
Yeah, it's still going.
Nick flats with 10s there.
Three ways to the flop. 10s, 3s, king, queen. Nobody hit.
10 still good.
I'll go to ace, bro.
I go with the 3s. I'm pretty sure he's going to fold these. You know, he's got 2 outs here.
Yeah. Tricky Nicky. Tricky, sticky Nicky.
I played safe.
Huh? Wow, me and you could have played a nice pot there, Nicky.
Is it?
King Queen. King Queen I had.
Well, if I re-raised, you wouldn't have played.
I would have played her.
No, you
I'm not folding King Queen.
You
to
almost
Nick.
folded without a re-raise. Now you call a re-raise. He was about to fold it. Yes. You want to make yourself so loose. It's like your dream to loosen up.
I don't know how to do it. Doesn't
Positive talk.
Great banter between Nick and Jared all
You were
evening.
supposed to re-raise.
I should have,
Yes, then I would have gone more. Yeah. I'm happy to smooth like that, but I'm also happy to probably put it in afterwards. Fight fire with fire.
105,000.
Colvin raises. Edgar out the way.
Interesting that Edgar gets out of the way. Jared with 8s here, so
You better not pull a move this time. In case you were thinking.
interestingly the massive hand
The only way I go over on that
that you
flop is
mismarked was 8s versus Jared's kings.
No, but I'm saying
almost
just
hit
in
it.
case, I was like,
He took all Calvin's chips down to 400
we were
odd.
talking it last night about
Yeah, I was
firing.
wondering how Colvin ended up so short stacked.
Ah, yeah.
And then did Jared give some of
you.
those to Haggai?
Yeah.
5-bet shove with 8s. Thought Jared was bluffing the kings.
I thought if he remembers what we were talking about.
And I see Haggai's chipped up a lot since I left.
Nah. The only way I can go over is if I've got a set.
Set.
If I'm set,
Can't be a bluff. It's not a bluff.
Bluff.
Not a bluff.
All in on the outer table.
Semi.
Huh?
Semi.
Not really. Pure eights. Yeah, ace 10.
I said I'll take the hiding and I'll carry on with life.
Ah, they're all in and call.
Can't just surrender.
Normally, against a normal person, I just make it 240. But against you, I don't know what you're going to do, so I just have to say, yeah, if you got it, you got it.
Three,
Spade.
5, 6,
Googie, can we get some commentary, Googs?
Good. Commentary.
10 of 5.
You rivet.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are they all short?
Zoom out.
Mr. Sun.
Check on the river.
Really?
Fuck me.
Huh?
Mr.
Ace king versus ace jack.
River Jack.
Flop nothing, turn to river jack.
Learn from you.
Has he got all the chips? He was grinding 200-300k more.
Was I gave him yesterday my shrapnel so he could feel like he had chips the next day.
Gave him my strap. I gave him my strap.
Yes, like changed his.
So Mr. Sun doubles up nicely there.
How does that fucking work?
The other short stacks bemoan the fact that Mr. Sun found the jack on the river.
60k is
He had some split pot possibilities after the turn as well.
Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be a problem when I play with fucking three. I still can't make a fucking hand.
Three hands.
Mistill,
Take
3
that
cards.
one and that one.
Now I know how you hit those aces there.
Ah,
Yeah, you know. Can we check the
Can we
camera?
change the dealer, please?
Yeah, these cards are like very good.
no, it's still the
table.
same hand. Double.
Same hand, yeah, it was a mistake.
It's a misdeal. Still the same hand.
Fuck, when I opened it, I was just like, he's just gonna abuse me now. Always gonna just
So we'll follow the action on the outer table and keep abreast of what's going on the inner table, the main table.
Seconds, I was like, yeah, I can, obviously.
Okay, we'll go back to the feature table. This hand's over.
Eight's 5-handed. There's your answer.
No, no.
Right.
I'm thoroughly enjoying this, I must say.
I'm not.
No,
I'm not. No. Really not.
50,000.
so you're getting old.
Probably.
$110,000. $110,000.
Jared systematically stealing away from Calvin every time Calvin chips up.
That you have playing for 23 seats and a 7,000 rand voucher. Well done. 23 seats and a 7,000 rand voucher. Yeah, so much fun with you in here. So good luck.
So you probably heard over the
Flipping heaps.
PA, 23 seats generated from that satellite, plus a 7,000 rand voucher for 24th
Like
place.
you one double from a top 3 chips. there.
Massive, massive satellite.
Huge.
Jared with a nice premium hand, ace queen of hearts, opens up. Standard raise. For Calvin, ace king.
Let battle recommence.
All in and call.
Keep the cards closed.
Oh my god. I literally just said it. You one double away from top 3 chips there.
And I had ace 10.
Huh? Oh, what do you mean? He's got
Okay,
the
back to the
dominator.
feature table.
It's just so insane now. It just keeps happening. Like these rigged hands. It's so insane.
So ace queen of hearts versus ace king
Like I'm
offsuit,
snapping
2
and I'm
black
like, I'm
cards.
thinking about you dead. Like, I think about you so dead.
Oh, big sweat for Calvin now.
Any hearts?
Oh, he finds the queen.
Only a king.
King or a jack?
Jack.
Kings or jacks?
It's ridiculous, Calvin. It's ridiculous.
Calvin's eliminated.
It's ridiculous. I mean, like the biggest fucking setup.
Probably be a handshake here. Well played, young man.
We'll do it overnight recall and then tomorrow.
You can't fold. You can't. We're five-handed. Suited cards. How can you fold? And he chips with a lot of hands. No, he doesn't. No, in this position, he'll ship with tens, he'll ship with eight, ship with. Well done. Ace jack suited. Ace queen.
Like I literally, when he flicks it in there, when he goes all in, I literally think I've got him fucked.
Why?
Very much so. Huh? Thanks, brother. You're the man, man. Huh?
That's it.
Can we keep playing?
No.
Are we going to keep playing? I'd love to.
No, I don't mind.
Why rather come back to a final table of 9 than
A little bit of confusion on the floor whether or not we're going to play down to 9 final table, or we're going to bag and tag as we're in the cash.
You know why?
We
Because
will
I've
wait.
got a shit table. And he's getting more and more chips and more chips and more chips. You got to have hands to get to so. Check it more as a stack, because he's got all the weak players there. He fucked them up.
Well done,
If I was
Edgar.
there, I'd do the same thing. That's how you do it. You don't want to take them out. You just want to take from everyone.
So it does appear that we're bagging and tagging at 10 players, as per instruction.
Wait. Have a pen, please.
So there's nothing more for us to say from this side. So Mark and myself will sign off unless there's any news, but as you can see, the players are bagging and tagging, and I believe the start time for tomorrow morning is 11 a.m.
That's correct, Gary. We'll see the viewers tomorrow.
Okay, so we're going to be signing off now, and we'll be back at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Good night, and be peaceful and restful. God bless.
We had an awesome day at the High Roller event. We are going to continue tomorrow. We had Greg Ronaldson doubling up, Huawei Sun. Hello? Check. We had an exciting high roller, and we're going to crown.
Bring that for me, please.
Oh, okay. So we had an exciting high roller. Take 3. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we had an awesome play at the high roller event. We had all the short stacks doubling up. We had Huawei Sun doubling up. Greg Ronaldson doubling up. And of course, we have Jared Solomon in the high roller event with a huge chip stack, over 30 million rand in live earnings. Jared Solomon, second on the all-time money list in South Africa, and that's all going down tomorrow. We will crown a champion and this trophy, and over, I think it's R1 million tomorrow. We're picking it up at 11 a.m. Stay tuned. Get watching tomorrow. Boom.
Right, so high roller plays. 30 seconds, 1 to 9, your shot clock will be 30 seconds from tomorrow. You've received 5 more bags already.